confusing phone ring. I grit my teeth and silently curse whoever invented the cell phone before answering. What?
Good morning to you too, Mr. Alexander.
Gursky sounds amused. You know I hate that name.
Just be glad I haven't told Aki about you. She'd have a field day.
Your generosity is overwhelming. I assume there's a reason for this call other than your desire to start the day with the melodious sound of my voice.
Excellent deduction, kid. You'll be a brilliant detective yet.
Ha.
Johansen's death is public news now. We haven't released the details or the fact that we suspect it was murder. Everyone thinks it was an accident at the bell tower.
And
we need you to do what you're good at. Find the killer before this blows up.
Oh, I'm sorry! Weren't you telling me something about, oh, we're gonna throw you in jail, Mystic Man, because you even though you solved those other mysteries for, but suddenly you need some help with the murder case. Who do you come to, the teenager? Oh, the teenager that you put under some suspicion of theft because of the camera footage. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really an employee in the station. Maybe you should do your job, Detective Gursky.
Talk to everyone around him and figure out who did it.
All while hiding the fact that this was a murder in the first place.
Yes, and you can handle that, right?
I know the drill. What about the others?
You're a team, aren't you? If you need any help, you can text them or me.
Oh cool, I have texting powers now. He pauses for a moment.
Try not to make any calls if you can. You never know who might be listening.
I glance up and see Aaron hunched over his desk, staring blankly in my direction. Good point.
Also, try not to get killed. That would be a problem.
That's dire. Is there something you know that I don't?
Probably. Now go to work.
I tend to say that's dire a lot too, so I roll my eyes. You want fries with that? You want a fucking bees burger? Gursky snorts.
Yes, but make the soda a diet. I'm watching my weight.
He hangs up before I can come up with a retort. I pocket my phone and sigh.
Who was that?
Aaron's voice lacks the energy he had yesterday. Police. We said not to talk about Johansen's death.
You mean his murder?
I sigh and nod. Yeah, his murder. Aaron nods and spins slowly in his chair until his legs bump listlessly against the desk. I always try to make sure I have the clearance to not have that happen.
I knew it. Something like that couldn't have been an accident.
I mean, it wasn't. He sighs.
Well, I won't tell anyone. I don't want to talk about it at all if I don't have to.
Yeah, understandable. He was sawn in half. Alright, so here we go. We've activated investigation mode. Investigation mode. Aaron slumps over his desk, resting his hand in one hand and doodling a series of spirals in his binder with the other. You look busy? He snorts derisively.
Super busy. These spirals won't draw themselves.
If they did, that would be weird. Uzumaki. I'm not a fan of Junji Ito manga, but then again, I'm not a fan of horror in general. I know some people liked Uzumaki. I thought it was kind of stupid. Just plot-wise. However, I do appreciate the creativity of all the different ways you can make a spiral seem ominous. So that's like an aside manga review. He groans and throws his pen across the room. It rolls sluggishly across the carpet before lodging itself in a pile of discarded clothing. Reminds me of the time I made a guy throw a pen across the room. See, he was setting up this hangman thing, and it was like a ton of letters, and he was all proud of what he thought of. And it's like the first letter was A, and I just said Aristotle. And he just immediately yelled fucking pitched across the room. It was in an earlier class we had.
This is so stupid!
Stupid?
Stupid! Super stupid!
He's such an immature guy. He runs his fingers through his hair furiously as if he's trying to find something to hold on to.
Dr. Johansen! I mean...
He pounds his fists on the desk.
That was not a thing I wanted to see ever.
He pushes himself away from the desk and starts to stand up, but he gives up halfway through and slumps down in his seat again.
Didn't like that pen anyway.
He traces out the spirals on his paper with his finger.
How are you okay with this?
What? He clutches his camera for comfort.
You saw it, the blood, and other parts. I don't even want to be awake, but Kizaki just got up and left an hour ago.
He points at me.
And you look like you just had the best night's sleep of your life.
Really? Because I can tell you I didn't. I could add that sleeping after a death experience is usually the worst part, but it's probably best to just keep that to myself. Aaron lets out a long, weary sigh.
But you're fine now.
Hardly. I guess I'm just better at hiding it. No, you don't understand. My default state is run-down piece of shit. That's just what I look... This is just how I seem all the time.
Yeah?
I've seen a lot of junk. Stuff that people like to pretend doesn't exist. I sit down in the chair opposite Aaron. And the hard part is just going on with life. I mean, how can you when you see such an ugly side to humanity?
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Then you know it's not something you're ever fine with. You just know that there are still important things to be done, so you have to stand up and keep going.
Sounds like you've got some experience in that area.
I sigh and prop my head in my hand. Well, I tried quitting once. Quitting everything, I mean. Someone very close to me didn't let me. And so now I keep going. No matter what happens, I have to.
Well, whoever that person is, they have my thanks.
Oh, are you feeling better?
Sort of.
I laugh nervously. Sort of is better than nothing.
I just don't know if I can handle this much longer.
Handle what?
All the secrets. Yesterday the police said I couldn't say anything about Johansson's death. Jupiter called last night to see if I was feeling okay, and I didn't even answer the phone. I didn't know what to say to her.
Well, you can talk about the death now.
And now everyone knows, but we still have to pretend it was an accident.
Well, you just have to pretend you weren't there?
They're my friends. I can't lie to them. I wouldn't know how.
That's fair. Lying's hard. Yeah, it's asking a lot of you.
It's asking a lot of both of us.
Yes! I am bad at lying, and you should keep thinking that. Yeah, us. Yeah, us. This undercover thing is annoying. I think I liked it better when I just didn't talk to anyone ever. You know, maybe you should take it easy for a while. Rest. You don't have to be up right now, do you?
No, but...
You said you don't want to be awake right now, so don't be.
I shouldn't.
I think maybe it's best if you do. If you want to talk, I can come back later, but for now you need to rest.
I guess that makes sense. Still feels super stupid. I feel like a wimp.
As long as you're not depression sleeping, you're fine. Most people don't get enough anyway. You should never feel like a wimp for caring about human life. It's not as if having a high tolerance for blood and guts is something to be proud of.
You might be the only person who thinks that way.
Better than no one at all. That's a pretty good way to justify being the standalone of something. Aaron nods and stands slowly.
I guess I'll try to get some sleep then.
Ah, my frames,
Maybe
they're
everything
missing.
will make more sense when I wake up.
Alright, well, so he's tired. Let's examine. Collection of textbooks with long titles and a yearbook from Western State University. An English to Thai dictionary and some science fiction novels. Yeah, that's just a shelf. That's fair. Aaron's bed sheets have the Western State University logo on them. Isn't that the University of Edgewater's rival school? The chair spins around easily. Hours of fun for the whole family. The view out the window faces away from the campus. It's rather uninspiring. A towel hanging off David's bed. Some math and science textbook. They all have pre-owned stickers on them. Wait, before I do anything, I should save, right? Hey! It's your girl! Oh, Haley May, you okay?
Okay.
Right, stupid question. Sorry. Lee May smiles and shakes her head.
Not stupid. There are not many here, so it is quiet.
I like the way she talks too. It's like, it's not knowing English, it's this sort of utilitarian, almost military English, like she was an assassin. Is that why you're here? There are fewer people. Lee May shakes her head.
Aki instructed me to protect Aaron.
Why?
He may come to harm.
That's so ominous. He may come to harm. That's like what you threaten someone with. It's like, how is your dear mother? Alone in a home? You should be careful crossing me. She may come to harm. Now that I think of it, Aaron and Naoki were the first to find the body, but Aaron knows everyone here pretty well. He's probably the most likely to remember something to tie the killer to the scene. Aki was right to worry for his safety. Why Li Mei?
I will not allow him to be hurt.
Yes, why Li Mei? This girl is not a threat to anyone. She is very, very harmless. Any killer would just easily breeze past her. Li Mei seems to have picked up on my concern. I trust I'll keep him safe, but I'm more worried about whether or not you'll be hurt.
Why?
Because I don't want you to get hurt. Obviously. Li Mei's eyes grow distant.
I am a rabbit in a cage. We live only for the sake of others.
What the hell, Li Mei? What?
Please do not worry for me.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm going to worry about you. You're my friend and my teammate. We're supposed to take care of each other.
Are we friends?
You really have to ask? Of course we are.
Then you are my first friend.
What about Aki and Naoki?
Aki says we are family.
You can be both, you know.
Then I think we are both.
And Detective Gursky?
He is not family.
He is not Nakama! He is not one of us. Aki's influence. Maybe I should leave that topic alone for now. Yeah, why are you? You're not on his side anyway. Have you ever met Schultz? That's his
Who?
former police superior. She's the one in charge of this, work program. Aki and Detective Gursky were talking about her earlier, and I was wondering if you'd ever met her. Li Mei's eyes light up with recognition.
Yes, I have seen her.
Oh? Does she ever come over to the apartment or anything? Please say no.
Visits are rare. She's often busy.
Oh, that's similar to S. Yes, I gathered as much based on her presence, apparently everywhere. Then, when did you meet? Li Mei holds up her hands and begins counting on her fingers.
We first met for my demonstration. I did not hear what she said, but I knew she was very impressed.
Demonstration?
Then again at my hearing.
Hearing?
I did not understand her words at the time, but she was very...
Li Mei frowns as if she can't quite find the word she's looking for.
on fire?
That sounds about right.
Then after Aki and Naoki took me in, we met again.
Schultz sounds like a real battle axe. And after Aki.
She seemed happy to see me.
Whoa. Schultz happy? That's a new one.
Maybe it was relieved, as if she no longer had worry.
Wait, you knew her before Aki and Naoki? Li Mei nods plainly as if I just asked the most obvious question in the world. What exactly do you mean by demonstration? And what was your hearing?
That I may not speak of.
But you just did?
I am instructed not to share my former work, and I have given you no such knowledge.
Yeah, I guess you didn't. You take things pretty literally, don't you?
Do I?
Why do you sleep in a closet anyway?
It is more safe.
More safe than what?
Sleep is vulnerability. It is foolish to be exposed.
Sure, I understand. Do you think you're going to be attacked while you sleep?
Do you not?
Oh, I guess I never thought about it. Great, I'm never going to sleep easy again. I don't suppose you got room for two in that closet. Okay, that didn't come out right at all. Let's pretend I didn't say that. And then she goes back to pretending that. So, what do you think of Nathan and David?
They are
She tilts her head to the side.
humorous?
Amusing is a little... You think they're funny?
They speak in jokes.
What about that resentment you were talking about? Are they angry too?
Disappointed.
About what? They look like they're having fun.
They cling to discontent, even in happiness.
Oh man, preaching to the choir there. Great. So everyone's in a bad mood. That's reassuring. Do you have any idea who the killer is? Li Mei shakes her head. She looks disappointed. Guess killing intent isn't really emotion, huh?
Often there is anger or bitterness.
That's true. Li Mei's eyes are downcast. What?
All who are here harbor an anger in their hearts. Aaron is truly distressed, but he also holds anger. Jupiter is frustrated and tired. She feels as if she is alone.
Li Mei hesitates. It's obvious she's not sure if she should tell me what's on her mind. What are you thinking?
Aki and Naoki are angry too. Aki is angry because she feels as if she has failed. Naoki is angry because he feels he is not strong.
Are those... I'm just wondering how much translation work or detective work Lee May needs to do to understand the reasons for people's emotions. Because she understands them raw, but does she then derive them, or can she also pick up on, is feeling weak an actual emotion, or is it like a mental impression? And what about you? Are you angry too?
I do not wish to be, but I am not sure.
Oh right, she doesn't... That's all I want to talk about.
Okay.
Photo of an old building. According to the label, it was the first building on the campus. Couch. This one's pretty comfortable. I wouldn't mind sleeping here. Dr. Johansson was working on organ growth, just like Otten Engineering. Otten and Shen Guan's test subjects died due to one of their experiments under Johansson. I think it will rain tomorrow. Uh-oh. Stop by the bell tower and check out the crime scene if you can. Talk to the students and learn more about Dr. Johansson.